Welcome back, guys. You are joining us in the Aegean Sea of Greece. In this week's episode, we do a night passage from Kalamata to Kilada. Last week on Blown Away, we were in Kalamata. We tied up in the commercial harbour. We are Natalie, Ian and Nelson, and we are sharing our adventures with you. Join us each week as we continue our journey.
And both you and I should be too shy about letting go for one.
And our plan is to do a night run. We need to get north up towards Athens in reasonable short time. Lunchtime tomorrow, so we've got about 18 hours, I believe, before the wind picks up again. And it's from the direction we want to travel, of course. So we want to avoid that, and we are going to get around Cap Maleas under engine, hopefully without any swell, and just keep going overnight. Nat is a bit nervous. It's her first night exercise for a while.
I'm never nervous.
Yeah, so we'll be running radar and AIS as per usual. All our normal little tricks. Stay in the shallows, stay away from the ships. It is a shipping lane. The ship's on the way to Suez Canal, transit through here on a regular basis. Also the ones that are heading north towards the Bosphorus as well, towards Turkey, Istanbul, etc. So it is a busy shipping lane around here, and we will be quite vigilant. Yeah, should be fun.
Carried all the weight on my shoulder, had me going ever once I told you no. Told you no. Kept going like a marching
There's a race with you. Even rolling the covers up, you've got to try and do first.
Hold it down. When the tidal waves come around, then what but what we will? Would you fight for love, or would you back down and let our hope drown? When the world is everything, no break us up for good, would you hang around? When all we got right now, tell me how you feel about it.
We are currently on our way to Kilada. In the rearview mirror you can see Port Cagio and the sunset, which means we are heading east. So we should round Cap Maleas about midnight, and we are under engine. There is virtually no wind, like 6 knots, and not enough to fill the sails on this thing, that's for sure. Once we round Cap Maleas, we are turning left, heading north once again. We're going to miss out on Monemvasia and Kyparitsi. Although they're pretty, we have been there before. We have showed you them before, so we are going to bypass that. We're going to Kilada. Now, Kilada is somewhere that we've not been before. We have been told by James and Diane of Wish that it's somewhere quite pretty, and we're looking forward to getting there, aren't we?
Yeah, Nelson is very much looking forward to seeing James and Diane of Rescue Wish.
Yeah, because they spoil him.
Right.
So, no more talking, you can watch the sunset. Night watch.
Hang on. Day watch. Night watch.
Oh, yeah. Tell me about, I'm ready for bed.
We are happily motoring at the moment between Cap Tainaro and Cap Maleas. We have the island of Kythera just off our starboard side. And yeah, motoring along happily. Just had fish and chips for dinner.
in busy shipping areas like this, it's common for both of us to be on watch. One down below monitoring instruments, that's radar and AIS. And the vessel coming up from behind you, Galisa. She should come down your starboard side, 0.3 of a nautical mile. And the other person on manual helm and looking for lights. There's another one called Dina Trader, but at the moment you're okay. On your bow. I've got 2 other ships on your bow at a range of 10 nautical miles on radar. It's busy. Yeah, well, it's a lot easier in daylight. And you've got another one coming up from behind, making 10 knots. The YM Samson. Off your starboard quarter. Range 6.5 miles. Is it line 4?
It's for the... You got a tanker just here?
And every couple of hours we switch positions.
It's doing 12 knots. It's the Athena 2. It's 333 metres long and 60 something metres wide.
Is it our side of Cape Maleas?
Yes.
Yeah, I see it. I also see the headlight. I can see the lighthouse on Cape Maleas.
Okay.
What's the flashing sequence on that lighthouse on Maleas? In this instance, I've seen a flashing light. The light appears to be on shore and it has a repeating sequence. So Nat is now interrogating the chart plotter to see which light it is I can see in the distance.
White flashing light, period of 7 seconds, range of 12 miles.
Okay, that's Cape Maleas. I can see the tanker and I can see the lighthouse.
Okay, that lighthouse is not at Maleas, it's on the most southern point. The tanker is just below him, below the light.
Yeah, I can see the tanker.
And then you've got 2 other vessels following the tanker round, but you've got quite a gap between the 2.
I only see the tanker.
Yeah.
And that's how we spend most of our night. Busy shipping lane, lots of
might be
vessels,
visible
lots of
shortly.
flashing lights, lots of things to avoid, lots of things to recognise, and you can't do it on your own. So as the sun starts to rise, we can take a break, grab a cup of tea, and then we can finally
We
get some
have
sleep.
just rounded the Peloponnese and we are heading up towards the Bay of Kilada, and we have dolphins at sunrise. The sun's not quite here yet, but it's on its way.
If you feel lonely, I will be here and wait for the sun. It's getting closer, but it will never let us down. Here by the ocean, fire is burning, flares in the wind. Over the mountains, I see the moon, so begin. Looking to the rising sun, this is where we belong.
So around lunchtime we arrive in the Bay of Kilada. We are greeted by our friends on SV Wish. We anchor blown away in the bay and then set about fixing the lines that were damaged in Kyparissia and Kalamata. but all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. So we head out in Goat to explore. Hidden in the hills overlooking the village of Kilada is the Francini Cave. The roof of this cave has collapsed. Humans first occupied this cave during the Upper Paleolithic, appearing around 38,000 BC. It was last occupied around 3000 BC. It was used as a shelter for around 35,000 years and is one of the most thoroughly studied sites of the Stone Age in Southeast Europe. In 2014, the Terra Submersa team led by Julian Beck was waiting for permission to conduct their survey of the Francini area in Kilada Bay. To bide their time, they ran some training dives several hundred metres north, just outside the mouth of the bay. These dives revealed very old pottery fragments and odd seafloor anomalies that piqued their interest. Returning in 2015 for a more thorough investigation, they found the ruins of an early Bronze Age city.
Hey everybody, thank you very much for watching. Hopefully you'll be back again next week when we get to go sailing.
And once again, we'd like to say a great big thank you to all of our supporters. And you look great in your shirts, guys. If you would also like to support us, please find the links in the description below for Patreon and Ko-fi. And we do still have a few of those shirts left for our monthly Patreons.